Hey everyone, what's going on? My name's Howie Coro, and I wanted to make a quick short video for a couple customers and people who are interested in my project. What you see here on the lift is a 60 F100 that I've kind of been building here for the last couple of years. It is a side project, so I only work on it when I can. But anyway, I kind of wanted to just go over the rear suspension and show you what I did for the front suspension, because it's a common question I get, and it's a lot easier just showing you guys versus trying to tell you over the phone. So we'll do a quick review. Keep in mind it is under construction. I am in the middle of wiring it. That's why you see some wires hanging from it. So yeah, hopefully I plan on getting it done very, very soon here, since I do have to move shops by the end of the year. So kind of been working on it lately. But anyway, on with the rear suspension. First and foremost, I am running 18-inch American wheels. So I got to keep that in mind when I did lower it. I wanted to lower this thing to give it a good ride height, but still be a driver and not have any issues. So long story made short, let me get some lighting here. The rear suspension. So this is a budget build. So, you know, keep that in mind. I would have done things different if I had money, but this is a budget build, just trying to get it on the road. So what I did here was actually I flipped the shackles. I flipped them side to side, and then, you know, kind of raised them up as high as I can to kind of put that eye bolt of the shackle as high as I can to lower the suspension. I'm sure there's a couple ways you can do this. This is the way we've done it a couple times, and it worked out great. And it definitely was a cheaper way of going about doing this. Eventually, I will probably change some things up. Hopefully, link it in the near future. So let me just kind of show you what I did here. Hopefully, you can see this. Here's the shackle, and what I did was I actually flipped this, and I believe I just I flipped it and kind of raised it up. And what I put here is a L-channel bracket on top of the frame. You can kind of see it. I bolted the two upper bolts onto that, and then I used the original two bolts that these were on here. So I kind of just raised the whole thing. And what that did is it brought the center eye bolt here higher, lowering the truck. Now you're probably like, what are those scratch marks right here? When I first did it, I didn't ground down the points of the shackle. I have since done that, and it does clear. But yeah, I kind of maximized the height here, and it just clears the bed floor. So by doing that, it lowered the rear suspension. I did take a couple leaf springs out of the leaves to get some extra height out of that, and then I put new U-bolts on, and yeah, I did not flip the axle on top of the leaf springs. I did not have to for the height. Hopefully you can see up there, I did C-notch it. I boxed in the back of the frame, and I did C-notch it. Originally when I did do this, I did take the bed off, cleaned up this whole chassis, and then I ended up quickly painting it with, I think, Rust-Oleum or something along those lines. So I'm just finishing brake lines up and trying to finalize things. But same thing on this side, it is C-notched. And let me go to the front side here. Let me see if I can get a good shot. There's a lot going on here. I have the exhaust going through the body here, so there's a lot going on, so forgive me. So the front shackle, this is probably the best angle I can do it because the tires and wheels. Let me see on this side. Maybe a little better. No, I don't think it's really possible. There we go. So that's a flipped shackle from left to right. That is on the frame completely. I did not do a gusset plate on top. I didn't have to do that. That is on the frame, and I just put new bolts through the holes. As you can see, this was one of the original holes on there. Back up. So yeah, I flipped the shackles. I did not flip the axle like I said before. I really apologize. It's probably not the best camera angles because of there's so much going on here. But it's boxed. A couple leaf springs are out. New U-bolts. And everything's back up in position here. Moving on to the front. Hopefully you can see. I did do a heights. And yep, that's the height suspension right there. Once again, the front end's boxed in. And yeah, that gave me disc brakes and power steering. Jeez, I'm running into everything here. But front view. Took the old I-beam out. So anyway, I don't know if you have any questions or not. Hopefully that helps. Gives you an idea of what I did here on my F100. If you have any questions, let me know and I'll try to help you guys out. Bye.